Hey everyone, I'm Zuch here, running for school board trustee in wards 12 and 14. That's Southeast Calgary. Election is October 18th. Please come out and vote. Today I am talking about curriculum. When I'm out at the doors and responding to emails that folks are sending in, there's a substantial portion of people asking about curriculum. I think categorically it seems to be teachers asking about curriculum and what I think of curriculum. When I'm at the doors and speaking specifically to parents who are not teachers, most of them don't have an opinion, and I think that in itself is probably an issue. I am obviously not an educator. I'm a small business person. I've done post-secondary education at NAIT through continuing education and teaching classes there, as well as a corporate trainer, so I've got a sense of how to run a classroom and get through learning objectives. But in terms of K to 12, I'm certainly not an educator, and so I come at this from a point of a parent, and particularly now not having the standard level of knowledge of our school system that any parents here in Calgary would have. That's the perspective I have at the moment. So I wanted to dive in. I've got a 7-year, goodness, how it's birthday month. Elsa just turned 7 a couple weeks ago. That puts her in grade 2, and so I wanted to, as a parent, find out what this grade 2 curriculum is all about. And so we're going to go through that really quickly yourselves, and I'll have some comments at the end. So I Googled Calgary or Alberta Curriculum. I came up to the site, alberta.ca curriculum. If you scroll down here, subject areas, I'm going to talk about math because I thought math, this is the simplest. There's the least amount of things that are going to be contentious in here probably, and talk about in terms of my daughter Elsa and what she's learning, because as a parent I have a concept of what she could probably take on. So we're going to have a look at that. So I clicked on math. I get here, and goodness, before we do that, I think there's some other good stuff here. Nope. Okay, here. So mathematics, curriculum, new curriculum. So it talks about the things that are different, strong foundation, understanding proportions, okay, fractions in grade 3 before, okay, financial literacy, I think that's great. So as a parent, that looks good. Here, grade 2, add and subtract numbers within 100. Okay, yeah, I think Elsa should be able to do that. Angles and sides and short shapes, I imagine that they should know that 90 degrees, that a triangle has 3, a circle, an oval. That sounds pretty good. Measurement in centimeters, yeah, I've got a ruler that's 30 centimeters. That sounds about good. Duration in days, weeks, months, and years. She had her birthday a couple weeks ago. My eldest daughter had her birthday yesterday, so we're talking about weeks and how long ago. My son in kindergarten was asking this morning, where is his birthday showing up on the calendar? So I mean, I think these are all things that they can do, and we got a bunch of other stuff there. And then I clicked on, here we go, read K to 6 curriculum. So we're going to have a look at this. And I came here and I thought, okay, well, this is interesting. Lots and lots of stuff here. Grade 2. So I'm looking at this here, knowledge, the number of objects represented by natural number. Okay, frankly, I'm not sure, as an adult working with numbers every day, I'm not sure what a natural number is, but I presume that's a thing. Relate a natural number to a position on a number line. Okay, sounds like something else could do. Quantities using words. Okay, yeah, pretty easy stuff. I think she'd be able to do that already. Decompose into groups, hundreds and tens. That sounds like fractions. Good idea. Estimate quantities using, yeah, I mean, estimating is always a difficult thing, I think, in grade 2. But a benchmark, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You have a certain amount in a cup or a pile, and then you have more or less. I think that's good. Jelly beans in a jar, that's something we've always done. Less than and greater cyan is probably important. So, I mean, all this stuff seems pretty good. Now, as a parent, not knowing what they learned in previous years and what they will learn in newer years, I don't know, right? Because none of us parents here in the Calgary with kids in the Calgary Board of Education knew what kids in years past have learned in grade 2. But as far as this goes, it looks pretty good to me. Models even and odd without remainders. Half or equal parts. Geographic sides, vertices, faces, and surfaces. I would not be able to tell you what a vertice is right now. I'm sure I learned that in school. But okay, if they want to teach that, that's fine. Multi-dimensional shapes. Recognize translation, rotation, reflection. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to Inuit art and First Nations or Métis art. I know that's an important part of what we're supporting here in Alberta. Measuring lengths. I mean, this all seems like stuff Elsa should be able to get sorted out in the next 8 months of being in school. Yep. Repeating patterns. So as a parent, I mean, I would look at this and say, you know, Alberta Education, I appreciate the website here because I can look down and say, what is Elsa supposed to be learning this year? I think most parents would not step up and look for this curriculum and find out what is supposed to be taught. And I think that's probably a big gap for Alberta education today. That's something that that definitely needs to change. And what I'm specifically talking about is kids in school at CBE. That's not a enclosed garden. There's what I don't know. There's a phrase that says it takes a community to raise a child, and parents don't know what's in this curriculum. The old one, the new one, the next one coming in, we don't know. And as much as Alberta Education has put this information on the website, parents don't have the steps to say, where do I find this information? Can you help me understand what my kids are going to learn this year and how you're going to teach it to them? And I think we need to know that as parents, and that's something where we have to step up. But I think the Alberta education people, in addition to creating a curriculum and being able to drill down into the details of that, they also need to be able to create classes for parents. And if those classes are YouTube videos so we can watch them, if they're podcasts so we can listen to them while we're driving, those are things that I think we absolutely need to be creating through Alberta Education. Now, that's a scope of a trustee for sure, but in terms of a parent and an Albertan, that's essential, because otherwise, how do we know what's going on? Anyways, I'm hoping to do a series of a lot of these videos, and I'm going to be focusing on grade 2 because that's the grade my daughter is in, and there's things that Calgary Board of Education is not piling this curriculum this year. It's open for comment until spring 2022 based on what's showing up on this Alberta Ed website. So please leave your comments. Find out how, if there's things that you disagree with, add them in here. But, more broadly, I think there's a need to take this as a base and add additional programs on for kids, projects and things that they can learn beyond the normal 8:30 to 3:30 or whatever the schools are at. The hours are at your particular school. I'm Zuch, running for School Board Trustee in Wards 12 and 14, that's Southeast Calgary. Please get out to vote on the 18th, and if you have questions, send them to me at dar-zuch, Z-U-C-H, @forstrongeralberta.ca. Thank you.